Okay, under the little known rules of supposed voltage harmonisation, I'm doing a test here with a Variac. Variac is a device that can lower or increase mains voltage. I've already done the high voltage tests at about 268 volts, no problem, and I don't really expect a problem there. Where I do expect a problem is in the low voltage test. Now I'm at about a nominal 204, 205 volt. It's varying. I've got it on a very, very fine espresso grind. These are normal beans, just to check it grinds. Now it's grinding okay. This is because in Europe, this is the lowest allowable voltage. Absolutely the lowest allowable. So it grinds no problem. One of the issues, of course, is at these very low speeds, how's the clearance within the grinder, you know, in the burr chamber, because it's rotating slower at 204, 205 volts than it normally would at our nominal 240 volts. Right, let's just stop the video for a second, open up the burr chamber, see how we did. Okay, burr chamber's opened up. And as usual, we've got the pretty much total clearance that I've seen in all the other videos, even at that lower speed. And I must admit, I'm surprised. As you can see there, 205, it's popped up to, was 204. I'm very surprised we were able to get the clearance at those speeds with the lower rotational speeds, but obviously that's a good sign. Now the next one is at this low voltage to stick in the Scandinavian beans, you know, the Nordic roast, Scandinavian roast, and see what happens. So I'm just going to do that now. Okay, I've got the Nordic style roast in here, very, very hard. I've got the Variac plugged in and in voltage mode, showing it's gone up a bit to 206, but pardon me, and yeah, 206. I'll just pop it down. Just 205, yeah, that'll do. Now I'm going to grind these beans. These are the really, really hard beans. Now I'm just going to check the wattage. Yep, that's all okay, and the voltage. Now it ground them fine, no problem at all. Of course it's going to take fractionally longer because the motor's spinning slower. I'll give you an idea. If I put it, well, I won't put it up to 240, I'll show you that later. I'm going to stop the video for a second, take off the burrs and have a look. And again, with those, even with the Nordic style roasts, not really retaining any more than it was before, so a good performance all round. So I was a little bit finer than espresso there, ground it no problem. This was the Scandinavian roast bean, so that's great. There was no point going tighter and tighter and tighter, because A, you're not going to grind it that tight, and it would still grind anyway. The issue here was more one of chamber clearance. Now if I run the grinder, and I'll increase the voltage and you'll hear the difference. Now I'm up here at your nominal UK voltage. Here I'm at nominal European voltage, which there's very little difference. And here I'm down as low as the Europeans will allow the voltage to go. And up here, as high as our voltage is legally allowed to go, which is 253 volts. So yeah, the grinder looks very good for working throughout the whole range of European voltage harmonisation, and all the allowable limits. I mean, obviously this is not an extensive test, but it's good enough for me to be satisfied that we don't have a problem here.